me address that question about the infinity of the future. Here, I think it is important to differentiate between two concepts of the infinite, the actual infinite and the potential infinite. According to Aristotle, actual infinites never exist. Infinity exists only in potentiality. For example, if you take any finite distance, you can divide it in half, and then in half again, and then in half again. And that can go on to infinity. And what Aristotle would say is that that finite distance is potentially infinitely divisible. It is infinite in the sense that infinity is a limit which you can endlessly approach, but at which you will never arrive. And that's in contrast to the idea of an actual infinite, where you have an actually infinite number of definite and discrete finite individuals that make up this collection. The notion of the potential infinite, which is Aristotle's idea, dominated in mathematics right up through the 19th century and is the role of the infinite, say, in calculus, where infinity is just a limit. The idea of the actual infinite was pioneered by Georg Cantor and is the role of the infinite in set theory, which thinks of sets, like the set of natural numbers, as having an actual infinite number of members in these sets. Now, how is this relevant to the question about the future? What I would say is this: if time is dynamic in the sense that the future does not yet exist, but is a realm of pure potentiality only, then what that means is that the series of events that have occurred at any time is always finite, but increasing toward infinity as a limit, so that the number of events from any point in time toward the future is always finite, but growing. That is to say, it is a potential infinite. And I agree with Aristotle that there's nothing objectionable about a potential infinite. So I would differentiate between the future and the past in that respect. If the universe is beginningless, then there have actually occurred an actually infinite number of events. But if the universe will go on forever in the future, the number of future events will never be actually infinite. We will never arrive at infinity. It is infinite purely in the sense of potentiality. It will go on and on forever, but will always be finite, but growing toward infinity is a limit.